Ross Wallace, I'm CEO of CaltDynamics.
I'm Irene Villafañe, I'm the CEO of CaltDynamics.
And I'm Colin Keogh, the CMO of CaltDynamics. So I grew up in a small town called Bray, outside the capital city of Ireland, Dublin. And I always wanted to be an engineer when I grew up. I grew up surrounded by cars and vehicles as an auto mechanic. Ever since I was a kid, an engineer was my path in life, and I was more than happy to follow it.
I grew up in a small village in Spain, in like the Midlands in the north, and I am not sure what I wanted to be when I was a kid, but when I was a teenager, I'm sure I wanted to be in the show Mythbusters. So then I thought that maybe engineering was the best path to go there, but yeah, that's what I wanted to be.
I grew up in Newtown Mount Kennedy in County Wicklow in Ireland. I actually always wanted to be an engineer. Kind of like Colin, I was always taking things apart, working on things, and it was a perfect fit for me. I was doing some consulting work, leading a Bioprinter Project. Irene started working in the same lab as me at that time.
In the University College Dublin.
Yeah, and Colin he's still doing his PhD there, so we all met in the UCD.
Yeah, by working in the same lab in different projects. So
yeah. We met doing different work, but found common interest around 3D printing and additive manufacturing, and we were the only people that used the machine and the process properly, and we were constantly printing and manufacturing and kind of bonded over printers and shared common points of unhappiness with other people's printing solutions, and said there has to be better ways to do this. And
I think the key thing with Techstars is really the people they have. You couldn't really point at one specific thing and say, well, that's what Techstars does for you. Really, it creates an environment with really the top class people that help you get what you need to get done. That's it. You got to do it, but the support is there to make it happen. I think that's the key thing.
yeah, like you come here, like to me, like it's like a different world from where we were. Like it's here, and here is this awesome office, and here is this lots of workshops about how to do everything. Like you have to work a lot, but they will like push you to the right way. Like and also by talking to so many mentors at the beginning, you have to repeat like hundreds of times what you are doing. That if something is not right, someone is gonna tell you, because it's like repeating again and again. So like it's just like the opportunity, the network, the environment that they put you in. It's crazy.
Yeah. And for me, it's a combination of the two added with speed. So for me, it's the speed of everything. So like entrepreneurship and innovation externally can be a slow process, be it with a government or a company or a university. It takes time. In the Techstars network, it's driven for speed, but it's super high performance speed. Get the things you need done faster than you thought you could have ever got them done before, to a much better level, and just you create these amazing things very, very quickly from very, very bare bones beginnings.
They're all incredible people, and couldn't really thank them enough. If they didn't do another thing for us ever again, they've already done more than you could ever expect. Just incredible experience, and really enthusiastic, and they really just want to see you succeed. We're an amazing bunch.
Like I love Polly because like doesn't matter what's happening, like she's always greeting you with a smile, and like I'll fix it, everything's gonna be fine. Like just such a warm, nice character. And then like with Claudia, like it's something similar. Like every week we have to meet her for half an hour. It's like the best half an hour of the week. And then Marty's just so incredibly helpful, and I think more for us because we are not from here, we have to move, and like they are like anything you need.
I would apologise to the three of them on behalf of everybody for having to babysit 30 difficult, technical, finicky tech founders. Like it's not an easy job looking after one, and they had to look after 30. They did an amazing job and have a huge hand in the development of all the companies that are here.
I think they've been really great. Like we've heard from Mark Mabry, the CTO. He's a really interesting guy. He's really impressive, really knows his stuff. And yeah, getting to visit the Stanley facilities was great, seeing how they make things, and it's a really great company. And the way that it's structured, I really like it. It's really effective, and you can see that they're really trying to do good things in the world. And unlike a lot of companies, I think they're actually effective and they're actually getting it done.
And it gave us a great, as like technical founders, it gave us great access and insight to $1 billion corporation. It gave us access we couldn't get otherwise. And if we could, it might have taken years to get the access we did. So we got insights into how manufacturing operates, how the logistics operate, how the development and innovation teams operate. So it gave us a real insight into one of the industries we're targeting in particular. So it accelerated our progress and our connections by years in the course of the 90 days. It was excellent. They opened up and showed us their internal work.
I think just follow the people that you like on Twitter. You can almost communicate with your heroes nowadays. Like you can. What I personally like to do is I like to follow the tech scene. I love Wired magazine, and I actually get the magazine going on the webpage, and I read through the magazine at my own leisure. Then I think just keeping up on the tech scene and the people that really inspire you, following those. That would be my recommendation.
I would have said then I'm not a massive reader or a podcast person per se, but for me, like things like YouTube's the future of the world in many ways. You can go on and learn from the best in the business in a specific field you want to learn without any of the ancillary stuff. So between YouTube and then other fellow founders, like the founder network is not just in Techstars, externally, everyone's been there. If you have a problem, 50 other people have had the same problem and solved it in a different way. And as I said, just reach out to them on Twitter, be nice, be open, be friendly, and learn from other people that have done similar, or in a lot of cases exactly the same journey you have. And I found that the community of founders, and tech founders in particular, are just super open with helping other people do good stuff. Like I know we all want to see the next big thing and succeed in a real big way, and all the other founders are the same. So they're more than willing to give you all the help and support you need. Just ask.